I found it basically rough that this game would have some comparisons. It would have some comparisons to Astral Chain, and I think that was what I thought was so rough about this video game. And to me, it's kind of rough because it's a good game. This game is good. When I put it into ranges, I know I just put it into like 9 out of 10 range, and I just put it to a possible 10 out of 10 range. And I don't see it. That's the problem. I don't see what people are trying to say. People have been saying all kinds of things that they've wanted to say about Dragon Age Veilguard. But the thing about Dragon Age Veilguard is that it's a different kind of momentum. And different kind of momentums of games are so fun. They're so fun. That's when video gaming is actually happening. That's when video games are happening. They have like a momentum. They're different. They're a kind of game that you want to play because you've been playing a lot of, games. There's been a lot of games you've been playing where you would kind of see something. And, but this had this had too many things going for it. It had, different exploration. It had blocks, and blocks are good because it had exploration, blocks. So different ideas for speed runs and different ideas. And the problem was that they had that people did not see is they had this whole story, but the story's like, yeah, you can choose your opinions and basis of that. Like having a game be programmed that way, that it has a lot of choices like that, right? And it just kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of sucks because people are trying to tell you that they know what they're talking about when they review a video game, but it's like almost like, well, you got to remember, we kind of want the video game. We want the video game to at least not remind us of other games like Assassin's Creed games. We kind of want this game. And if this game is doing that, which this is what Dragon Age Veilguard is doing, right? That's the problem. The problem is not, I don't go by my opinion, people. I go by how my experiences were when I was playing Assassin's Creed. You know what I'm saying? Like how my experiences are overall when I'm playing the video games. And you know what's crazy that drives me so insane about Veilguard is that Veilguard, Red Dead Redemption 2 is creepy and a different kind of game. Witcher's kind of creepy, and so is Witcher 3 is very creepy, and but Red Dead Redemption 2 is also creepy. But the fact that this game is taking away some of the things that those games do, like because Red Redemption 2, it does a bunch of odd things that will make your head race, kind of, right? But the fact that Veilguard's not trying to like put kind of like a different kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's not putting like something that would make me, jump to any conclusion. And actually, I like the way the game look. That's the crazy part too, is I like the way that Veilguard looks. I like the looks of Veilguard, the way that Veilguard is doing things and the looks of the game. And that's good because sometimes when you're playing a game and you're playing a high definition game, you need it to keep getting to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have a game that's constantly hurting your brain or whatever. And, but like, there's a lot of games you're going to be like looking at. There's a ton of video games. But why is this, see what I'm saying? Why is Dragon Age Veilguard, like it's doing what a lot of games should be doing. See what I'm saying? It's doing what a lot of games should be doing. And I feel like, yes, there are going to be some critical points that you can make in this game, but I do see that this game is going to be one of those games you're going to actually enjoy playing but that's only if you actually go and play video games. You know what I'm saying? You got to go and play video games, man. You have to actually go and play video games, and I don't see it. I don't see it from you. You've not played enough video games. I don't see your ideas. I just don't see it. And I even saw like one time this year where people were playing like a Madden game that I just didn't want to play. You saw that this year, that there was people playing the Madden game when there was different games you could play, like NCAA, right? There were some different games to play, right? But like I'm just not. I'm not to the point that's the whole point too. I'm not to the point to like you've actually written a review and made a review and a breakdown of this game. So that's kind of, to me, it's like, no. Once again, we're back here. You've been repetitive. You've not done anything. I'm sorry, you're lazy. I mean, you just don't do that much. Yes, there's parts in games you will not like. That's what I'm trying to tell you too. There's parts in video games you will not like, but it's kind of hilarious that what goes on right now. There'll be some parts that you'll be like in a video game, you'll be like, I don't know about this part, but there are some parts that are put like that into a video game to challenge you, right, and to see in something else. But I don't see it. I think that's my biggest problem is I don't see that you actually broke this game down, and you now, instead of breaking this game down, you just sound crazy. you sound crazy. I don't know. You just sound crazy. I kind of like it's been a while since I've played Mad World for the Wii. It's been a while since I've played the superhero video game that was on PlayStation, right? It's been a while since I've played that game also. So I kind of am like, I don't know if you guys are really doing what you need to be done, and that's the problem. Because Grand Theft Auto 4, I don't see, I just don't see it. I see that Okami is a pretty good designed game. That game's a good game that's designed, and if I'm getting any kind of like things where I'm playing Dragon Age Veilguard and I'm getting some Okami ideas, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting Okami ideas and getting Dragon Age Veilguard. That would say to me that I need to do a better review, that I need to be an adult and give you an actual review. See what I'm saying? So what I say to you is, when I give you an opinion, and I give you this opinion, and I say like, this game can easily be 9 out of 10. It can be 10 out of 10. See, that's where we're at right now. But when we polish this, we're going to polish this and polish this again. But let me try and tell you what I mean by this. Like, you see, here's the problem. I have to go back, play Tears of Kingdom, right? See what I'm saying? That's what I feel like. I have to go back and play Tears of Kingdom and then play Dragon Age Veilguard and see what's going on, right? And that's kind of a thing of seeing that. But I already know Tears of Kingdom doesn't match to Breath of the Wild, but Tears of Kingdom does have good boss fights. See what I'm saying? So I just don't see, I see you playing the video game. See what I'm saying? I see you playing the video game, but I don't see you actually, looking at through the eyes of the human that's going to be playing this video game. That's my problem. I just don't see you reviewing this game in a good way, in a good direction. The good direction to review a video game is you're going to have to say to yourself, well, did that really change anything? See what I'm saying? You have to say to yourself, did this change anything? Was this good? But I just don't see it. I don't see it like that. Like, the only way that you're going to get a critical review of this game, because I was able to get a critical review of Tears of the Kingdom, but that was just, like, Tears of the Kingdom has good moments. It has good moments, but like, it's like, that's what I'm saying. I'm simply saying, like, yes, Astro Bot has some okay moments, right? But I'm like, I don't see you getting into kind of breaking it down again, and saying to me what game I actually want to play. That's the problem. You're kind of just like, you're not mentally there. I'm like, I want you to tell me a game that I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna play this video game. That's the whole point of reviewing video games, is when you review the video games, you want to stay away from the games you don't want to play, and you want to play the games you want to play the games.